Is it better to buy a new or used car? What about maintenance costs? What about depreciation? Should you own it for 5 years, 10 years? I'm gonna cover it all with calculations coming up. Six factors we need to look at are sales price of the car, sales tax, insurance, maintenance, if you finance a car, and the depreciation a car goes through. Depreciation simply means the older a car gets, the more used it is, the more miles you put on it, the more it goes down in value. Let's look at the first two factors together. It's gonna be sales price and depreciation. For this whole video, we're gonna look at a $25,000 brand new car. After 1 year, that same car is gonna be worth $20,000. After 5 years, that same car is gonna be worth $10,400. After 10 years, that same car is gonna be worth about $4,600. After 15 years, that car is gonna be worth about $2,000. And after 20 years, that $25,000 brand new car is gonna be worth about $900. So that shows you the crazy amount of depreciation a car goes through over the course of its life. This is the main used car person argument. I wanna avoid the massive amount of depreciation that a brand new car goes through, so that's why I'm going to get into it while it's used. And comment down below, let me know, are you a new car person or are you a used car person? Third factor we're going to look at is sales tax, and we're going to use the sales tax here in Austin, Texas, which is 8.25%. So on a brand new $25,000 car, the sales tax is going to cost you about $2,000. 10-year-old car, it's gonna be about $380, and a 20-year-old car, it's gonna be about 75 bucks. So obviously the cheaper the car, the more used the car, the less it's gonna cost, therefore the less sales tax you're gonna pay on the car. Fourth factor we're gonna look at is insurance costs. That brand new car, according to Progressive, it's gonna be $154 a month. A 5-year-old car, the same car, but 5 years old, is going to be $153 a month. So basically the same thing within a dollar. The 10-year-old car is going to be $118 a month. So we see a decent drop in insurance rates here because you're required by state law to have liability insurance, but you're not required to have collision insurance to replace your car. So what Progressive is basically saying is if your car's 10 years old or older than that, then drop your collision insurance because it's not worth it. Your car isn't worth that much money anyway. The 15-year-old car costs about $121 per month. The 20-year-old car costs about $127 per month. So it actually goes up a little bit here in insurance costs. In theory, this is because the newer the car, the better the safety features. Personally, I just think that car insurance companies predict that the old beater car, the person that owns that doesn't care as much about it, and therefore they're more likely to get in crashes. But you know, hit the like button, guys. Hit the thumbs up button if you're learning something. The fifth factor we're going to look at is maintenance costs. So the average amount of miles a person drives per year is 13,500 miles. Some years it'll be less, some years it'll be more, but that's the average. First year you own a brand new car, it's gonna cost about $756 on maintenance. That second year, it's gonna be about $820. 5-year-old car, it's gonna be $1,620. The 10-year-old car is about $2,300. The 15-year-old car is about $2,700. So the 15-year-old car compared to the brand new car is almost 3.5 times more in maintenance costs. So obviously the older the car, the more stuff you're gonna have to repair, the more maintenance you're gonna have to spend on the car. So this is the main new person car argument, right? They're like, yes, I knew it. It's the low maintenance cost of a new car. It's the peace of mind. If you're a new car person and you're learning something, hit the like button. The sixth and final factor we're gonna look at is financing a car. This year, 84% of people finance a new car purchase. So we have to factor it in. It's the vast majority. The average rate a person got was 4.65% for 60 months. And comment down below, let me know what was your insurance rate if you've ever financed a car and how long, how many months was the loan. So that means on this brand new $25,000 car, over the course of the loan, you're gonna pay an extra $3,080 in interest. So the results, guys, I was really hoping to find some crazy niche formula where it's like you buy a car that's slightly used, 6-year-old car, and you keep it for 4.5 years. You avoid the depreciation a new car goes through, and you sell it before the high maintenance costs. Sorry to inform you, every single formula I did, every year, no matter how long you kept the car, it was always cheaper to buy a more used car, and it was always cheaper to keep the car longer. Despite the fact that an older used car has 3.5 times more maintenance costs than a new car, the depreciation just kills buying a new car mathematically. There's a link in the description below that'll bring you to an article on timwolf.com where I put Excel spreadsheets up of like, if you have a 3-year-old car and you keep it for 10 years, it's gonna cost you this much per year. Check that out and you can see exactly what you can afford. But here's some of the highlighted numbers for you. If you're gonna keep the car for 5 years, a new car is gonna cost about $6,940 per year. A 1-year-old car, so that like last year's model, is going to cost $5,700, so it does save a little bit of money. The 5-year-old car is going to be $5,300 per year. The 10-year-old used car is going to be $4,600, and the 15-year-old car is going to be about $4,400. So obviously, the more used it gets, the cheaper it is per year over the course of the 5 years you own the car. What if you want to keep the car for 10 years? Brand new, it's going to be about $6,000. So again, it's better to keep the brand new car longer. This saved you, just by keeping it for 10 years instead of 5 years, you saved like $900 per year. All right, so keeping the car for 10 years, the 1-year-old car is going to be about $5,300 per year. The 5-year-old car is going to be about $4,900, and the 10-year-old car is going to be about $4,500 per year. And what if you're one of those people that's like, hey, I'm going to buy a brand new car and I'm going to keep it for 20 years till that thing dies? How much is that going to cost me? That came out to $5,200 per year. Let's compare that though to if you buy a 20-year-old beater car where like this thing is going to die at the end of the year. Like you got 12 months and that's it with this thing. I factored that in. That costs $4,464 per year. So it's actually still cheaper than buying a brand new car and keeping it for 20 years. I know, I'm sorry guys. Nobody wants to drive an old beater car, I get it. Now I'm not saying never buy a new car, okay? That's not the point of this video. The reason I'm talking to this camera right now and making this video is because I want you to see the math and I want you to buy a car you can afford. Me personally, I don't really care about cars. My commute to work is like 10 minutes, so I drive an older used car. It's an SUV, so I pay a little bit more to have an SUV because I like having the room in the back. But other than that, my car, the value of my car is like 2.5% compared to my annual salary. Compare that to somebody who makes $50,000 per year and they have 2 cars in their garage. That's $25,000 each. That's $50,000 worth of cars, and they make $50,000. That's 100% of their salary is what their cars are worth. That is not going to set you up financially to be successful. Okay, compare them to me. I guarantee you they're not saving as much towards retirement as they should be because so much is going to their cars. It comes back to you have to do what you can afford. Maybe one day I'll drive a $100,000 car. Let the YouTube record reflect. $100,000 car one day. But that day is just, it's not today, all right? And when that day does come and I do buy a $100,000 car, my salary will appropriately reflect buying a $100,000 car. Matter of fact, comment down below, let me know what your dream car is and if you ever think you're gonna be able to afford it. And guys, share this video with somebody else, a friend, a family. There's somebody else that probably needs to learn this information. And please, please, please subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about building wealth through financial education. All my videos are there to help you learn to become wealthier. And if you're really serious, you can sign up for a one-on-one session at timwolf.com. Thanks guys. I'll see you next time.